Elated wishes to all. Math is the only subject that counts. Myself, Namita Reddy, and my friends Netra and Rajlakshmi of RMD Engineering College EC department are here to present our probability and random process mini project on the topic central limit theorem. We would like to extend our gratitude to our project mentor Dr. A. Jyoti Bala for guiding us in completion of the project. Introduction. What is central limit theorem? The central limit theorem describes the relationship between sampling distribution of sample means and the population that the samples are taken from. Here is the graph depicting central limit theorem, where the distribution of the sampling distribution will be normal if n is large, no matter what the shape of the population is. The central limit theorem states that if you have a population with mean mu and standard deviation sigma and take sufficiently large random samples from the population with replacement, then the distribution of the sample means will be approximately normally distributed. The central limit theorem is applicable for sufficiently large sample size, which means n greater than or equal to 30. The formula for central limit theorem is mu x bar equal to mu and sigma x bar equal to sigma by root n, where mu is the population mean, sigma is population standard deviation, mu x bar is sample mean, and sigma x bar is sample standard deviation, and n is the sample size. Here is the graph to show that sampling distribution of x normally distributed population where n equal to 10. Central limit theorem with normal populations. If the population is normally distributed, then the sampling distribution of x is normally distributed for any sample size n. Here is the graph which illustrates a normally distributed characteristic x in a population in which the population mean is 75 with a standard deviation of 8. And here is an example for central limit theorem with non-normal populations, where the Poisson probability is P of x comma mu equal to e power minus mu into mu power x by x factorial and standard deviation sigma equal to root mu. Over to Netra.
Now, let us see the central limit theorem for the sample mean x bar. If a random sample of n observations is selected from a population, then when n is sufficiently large, the sampling distribution of x will be approximately normal. The larger the sample size, the better will be the normal approximation to the sampling distribution of x bar. Coming to the importance of central limit theorem, when we select simple random samples of size n, the sample means will vary from sample to sample. We can model the distribution of these sample means with a probability, and that is n of mu comma sigma by root n. Here is the graph depicting the sampling distribution model for the sample mean. How large should n be? For the purpose of applying the central limit theorem, we will consider a sample size to be large when n greater than 30. The central limit theorem for the sample proportion P. If x successes occur in a random sample of n observations selected from a population, then when n is sufficiently large, the sampling distribution of P is equal to x by n will be approximately normal. The larger the sample size, the better will be the normal approximation to the sampling distribution of P. Over to Rajalakshmi.
Population parameters and sample statistics. The value of a population parameter is a fixed number and it is not random and its value is also not known. The value of a sample statistic is calculated from sample data and it will vary from sample to sample. As you could see in the table, the letter P is used to represent the proportion of population with a certain characteristics whose value is unknown, and the symbol mu is used to represent the mean value of a population variable whose value is also unknown. Here is the summary. About population, in central limit theorem, mean is mu, standard deviation is sigma, shape of population distance is unknown, value of mu is unknown, and select random sample of size is n, where n is greater than or equal to 30. In sample distribution of x bar, mean is mu, standard deviation is sigma by root n, which is always true, and by the CLT, the shape of the sampling distribution is approximately normal, where x bar is approximately equal to capital N of mu, comma, sigma by root of n. Here are few examples for the same. This is example 1. We have example 2. And here is the example 3. Coming to the applications of central limit theorem, first let us see the statistical application. According to CLT, if the distribution is not known or not normal, we consider that sample distribution to be normal. This method assumes that the population given is normally distributed. Also, in order to estimate the population mean more accurately, we can increase the samples taken from the population, and to create a range of values, we can use the sample mean. Talking about practical significance of CLT, it is one of the most common applications of CLT in election polls, and it is also used to measure the mean or average family income of a family in a particular region. Thank you.